the team that includes a golfing leper, Michael Patrick Shields, is now in the extraordinary position of having this putt for victory in this extraordinarily prestigious event. And both men are studying the line. I think it will break fractionally from left to right downhill.
It did.
And here we go. Yes, sir. Shields and his partner have done it again. Fantastic victory.
Thank you very much. It was, in fact, a downhill left to right on the 9th hole. I was in the front left of the green, and you had the flag stick down there.
Yes.
I was on front left and down right. It was like a ski slope.
It sounds like you've won two major tournaments by a good selection of partners.
Yeah, Ben, did you hear that? He's right about that, isn't he? It's a beautiful trophy. It looks like you call that a crow's nest, don't you?
Yeah, the cupola. We call it cupola. Yep.
And the weather vane on top. It's one of the most beautiful trophies I've ever seen. And the claret jug's a beautiful trophy too. And the best thing about it is we could go in the club and watch the British Open on TV for inspiration, then go out and play. And after it was all over, watching Phil Mickelson, both of you come back from 5 shots down on Sunday.
Yes.
It's the stuff of dreams.
And my old friend Dan Jenkins, who has watched more majors than any man alive, over 200 to my knowledge, he always used to say that more championships are lost rather than won. But Mickelson won this one by birdieing 4 of the last 6 holes, which was a phenomenal performance and puts him firmly, in my opinion, amongst the all-time greats like Hogan, Nelson, Snead, Palmer, Nicklaus, and Gary Player. I mean, there's no question about it. By winning the Scottish Open and the British in consecutive weeks, and the British under the most trying circumstances with greens like glass, Mickelson has put himself amongst the great elite of the game. And good luck to him.
Here's what Phil Mickelson said about finally winning the Open Championship.
I knew going into the back 9 I was in contention with a good shot, and to finally capture this, it feels really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, you could see if you watched how he seemed very emotional about it. Long, extended hugs, didn't you think, John Lindert?
I did. I mean, he said it himself. This was the championship that he didn't think he had the game for. Phil's got a great short game, but when you look at it, it's been mostly aerial. It's been lofted high lob wedges, and this Open Championship, it was played on the ground. There were the second shot on 17. Obviously, you saw that the 3-wood that ran up on the green, and he putted brilliantly.
It was beautiful stuff, and he's a popular winner. There's no question about that. And Lee Westwood, Lee Westwood kind of lost it. I mean,
I feel badly for Lee. He's been in contention so often. He's been a gracious loser, I guess, if you will. But he's been a gracious champion too. He's a class act all the way around. He's worked really hard at his physical stature, and he's worked really hard at his game. And I just think it's a matter of time for him.
Well, what did you make, Ben, of Phil Mickelson after the round? He said he's won 3 legs of the major championship, and if 6 runner-up finishes in the U.S. Open count, then he's got all 4 of them.
Well, I think it's a phenomenal feat. And, the most extraordinary thing to me was that Lee Westwood has always been renowned for the paucity of his talent around the greens. But on this occasion, his ball striking was absolutely terrible. I mean, he could barely find a fairway, and when he did, he couldn't find a green. And for him to collapse so extraordinarily really mind-boggled me, but you can't take the credit away in any way from Phil Mickelson. It was a magnificent victory, and all power to him. I hope he wins a bunch more.
Well,
because, the Open has been won 3 years in a row by gentlemen in their 40s.
See, there's hope for us yet. Ben Wright, the legendary voice of golf. Back with Michael Patrick Shields right after this.